Welcome to Talking with Timmerman, episode 3. This episode I think is going to be a little bit about Jolene's because I have a lot of questions about that. But just so you know, I'm going to try to relate everything to just life in general because I would hate for you to watch this video and be like, I don't care about owning a business, so why am I listening? So just an FYI. So we'll start from the beginning. I'll tell you a little bit about Jolene's, and then I'll answer some questions that you guys asked. I used to have a Jeep Wrangler named Jolene. She was black. She was beautiful, and I got rid of her, and I'm so sad about it, so I don't want to talk about that. But when I first wanted to start a business, I said, Mom, what should I name my business? And she said, Jolene's, duh. So she stuck. Jolene's first started in the basement of our old house. I probably had, I don't know, like a small bathroom's worth of space to use. And it has grown into, I have like almost 2,000 square feet between my two stores that I have. I also own a store called Garrett Mercantile. I rent out spaces to other small business owners. And then Jolene's is my boutique. And then I also have a warehouse space that we do all of our graphic tees and ship out orders in. Jolene's at first was just based on women's clothing and some accessories. But in the fall of 21, I don't know, August of 21, I think, I bought a sublimation printer and I started making my own t-shirts. Actually, I think it was 22 because it was like around when Kason was born. I don't know. Anyway, I bought my own sublimation printer and I started making t-shirts because I was paying a lot for a t-shirt, wholesale price, and I had to retail them at like $32, and nobody would buy a $32 t-shirt, especially not nowadays when we're all freaking broke. So I decided to buy my own sublimation printer and I started making my own sublimation t-shirts. Looking back on it, it is embarrassing that I sold those. I'm sorry if you bought them at that point in time. The reason I say that is because the designs were so small. I could only print on an 8x11 sheet of paper. My new printer is 11 by 17, or my newer printer. I upgraded to that, I think, like 6 months later, and that is a Sawgrass printer. I upgraded to that. It's a true sublimation printer. The colors are gorgeous, and it actually prints larger designs. And then this past winter, I upgraded to a DTG printer, which is a direct-to-garment printer. I use that. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing, honestly, but we're getting there. It's kind of hard to learn, and it is a long process, but I absolutely love it. I made this shirt with it. So cute. But it prints on Comfort Color shirts, which are absolutely amazing, and everybody loves a Comfort Color shirt. With sublimation, you can only print on 50% polyester garments, at least. Higher polyester, the brighter your design's going to be. But with sublimation, you can only print on like a lighter color fabric than what your design is, and you cannot print the color white. Sublimation dyes the fabric with the ink that you use, and that's why you can't feel it whenever it's in the shirt, but it does fade, and it has like a vintage look to it because the more you wash it, the more it's going to fade. DTG prints directly onto the garment, so you use a pre-treatment and you kind of lay down like a layer of pre-treatment, and then you print onto that pre-treatment, which is like onto the garment. DTG still doesn't have like that much of a filmy feel, especially the lighter colors. It has no film feeling at all, but when you get to like darker colors, it does feel like, it feels like more plasticky, but it's not as bad as vinyl. Vinyl is like the worst feeling in the world. So that's that plasticky t-shirt that you're thinking of. Okay, back to the point. You're welcome for the fucking lesson. I decided in November of 2023, to open a storefront. The reason I did that is because I had gone viral on TikTok over the summer and then a couple more times, and I couldn't keep up. I really needed to hire somebody, and I didn't want them coming to my house. I had a baby. I just needed help. So basically, I was looking for a warehouse. I didn't care if it had a storefront. I was looking for a warehouse just where I could make t-shirts and kind of organize my stuff. Everything was in my mobile boutique trailer. Forgot to mention that. I have a mobile boutique trailer too. Lord, I know, that's how I feel. Anyway, so I got a storefront in Garrett, Indiana. I looked all around where I live. I looked in the surrounding cities, and I really couldn't find anything for a decent price. I really wanted to be in Auburn because I would have been like one of the only boutiques there that carries plus size, and I feel like my stuff is a lot different from what's in Auburn. I think Auburn would have been great, especially if I could have gotten on the square and the foot traffic would have been like guaranteed, but it was so expensive and I just couldn't find like a good location for it. So anyway, I found a spot in Garrett and I met my amazing landlords. I love them so much. They've helped me so much. They're just really, really kind people. So I'm really glad that I decided to go with Garrett. I'm one of the first retail businesses in Garrett. Retail, like clothing wise, I'm one of the first in Garrett. And Garrett is quickly growing. We have a new bookstore opening down the street. We have a new like art class place opening down the street. We just have a lot going on, and it's just really exciting. Garrett is quickly growing, and I'm super excited for Garrett to continue to grow. We just got a new winery, a new coffee shop. It's just really awesome. So to be here at kind of like the start of Garrett growing for this century is just really great. So I'm excited to see what Garrett has to offer. It'll continue to grow, and I'm really excited to be kind of at the start of that growth. What advice would you give to a person that wanted to start their own business? I think I would say try not to use credit cards at first. I really screwed myself over using credit cards, I feel like, to start Jolene's. I started with a $500 credit card, and I've gotten myself into credit card debt. My goal this year is to get out of credit card debt, and I don't have anything fucking crazy, okay? It's not like $30,000. It's not $10,000. It's a little bit less. But anyway, I feel like if you can try to use just like your normal money and have that like invested into your business, I think that would be really great. Another tip I have is to pay yourself from the start. If you do not pay yourself from the start, I feel like it's really hard to get in the habit of paying yourself. With Jolene's, it was always my side gig, and I had never paid myself from the start. I always had another job this whole time, and then every cent I made from Jolene's, I immediately put back into Jolene's to continue to grow it. So then once I got to the point where I needed to start taking a paycheck because I was quitting my job, I couldn't commit to that. So it's been really hard to actually physically pay myself. I can pay my employees, but Lord knows I can't take a $200 paycheck once a week. Another big help would be YouTube videos. I think that something I really did a lot when I first started Jolene was just watch YouTube videos. I was honestly too afraid to ask other business owners. And I honestly understand that now as a business owner, as a more like experienced business owner, I would say. It's not that I don't want to help people. I would love to help people. But sometimes it is frustrating when somebody could have just like Googled the answer. If it's a specific, very specific business question, of course I can help. But if your question is just like, how do I get started legally? Like, just Google it. Like, you have to start an LLC. I can't walk you through that. I had to Google those things myself. So I think that if you are wanting to start a business, your biggest help at first is going to be Google. Like, figure out the legality of everything. Figure out what you're going to do. Taxes, with your account, with you know what I mean? But once you have specific questions, like, I think it's okay to ask business owners, especially if they're nice. I mean, I'm nice, I feel like. So you can always ask me a question, but like, I'm not going to help you start an LLC. I'm not going to help you with business taxes unless you have a specific question about your business taxes. You know what I mean? How do you buy for Jolene's? So something I really struggled with at first was I was buying for other people. I was trying to imagine what the normal average Joe girly pop was trying to wear. And I think that's what really, really did not help me grow Jolene's at first. When people are shopping boutiques, they want unique items. They want items that they won't see every single person wearing in the city. And they want items that will last a good while. So what I started doing, I think like a couple years ago, I started buying pieces that I truly loved. And I still get in the habit of buying pieces that I'm trying to sell to other people that I don't actually love. Those pieces will sit on the freaking shelf forever. And then I have to mark them down, and then I don't make any money, and it's really frustrating for the both of us, okay? Whenever I buy pieces that I truly love, they sell so quickly because I love them. And you guys can tell that I love them. A lot of times people will say, oh, can you buy more basics? Da-da-da-da-da-da. No, go to Old Navy. I don't want to fucking buy basics. I don't want to buy a white shirt, and I don't want to buy a black shirt, okay? Go to Old Navy. Come to Jolene's or come to a boutique or whatever and buy something that is unique, that makes you smile. For your basics, Go to Old Navy, go to Target, get those pieces that are $12. I mean, I cannot sell you a $12 basic. I just can't. That's just not how it works in the boutique world. But go to those places, buy your $12 thing, and then come to me and buy the cute jumpsuit that you put over the white shirt. You know what I mean? Best parts of being a business owner. Honestly, the best part of being a business owner is just the community that I've built. I have made so many friends. I've made so many connections. I just feel like I personally have touched so many lives, and people's lives has touched me. And I just absolutely love that. It is my favorite thing when people save up money to spend it at Jolene's. My favorite thing when somebody buys somebody a gift card because they know they love Jolene's, or they want them to come in and try Jolene's out. It is just so special that people work every single day for their money and they choose to spend it at my store. And I think that is the coolest thing in the world. If you could change one thing about your industry, what would it be? I would change the fact that there are hardly any fucking plus sizes ever. Oh my God. Are you guys on that side of TikTok? There's this girl who is like fat phobic, and she's trying to be like, I think she's trying to make it like a thing where she's like talking to herself, but she's like, you're just a fat fucking bitch. You need to not be fat. Why would Abercrombie carry a 4X? Da-da-da-da-da. Oh my God. Literally, that's what she makes me want to fucking do. What an idiot. It just makes me so frustrated. Like, people are genuinely fat phobic, and I do not understand. How does it affect you? What I look like or what somebody else looks like? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't. So anywho, going off of that, one thing I would change is that everything is just made in regular and plus size. And the plus size actually fits like plus size. Because sometimes I will get a 3X item in and it fits like a extra large. Do you think that will fit a 3X person? No, because they're 3X. Like, make it a fucking 3X. How hard is it? So that's what I would fix, is I would make things the true size that they're supposed to be. And I would make everything in regular and plus size. Favorite things you say to people at your boutique. My favorite thing that I say to people at my boutique is I always say when somebody is trying on a pair of jeans or whatever, if they're good jeans, which I only buy good jeans, but anyway, if they're good jeans, I say, yep, you can eat. I love those jeans because you can eat some Texas Roadhouse rolls in them and they will stretch with you. I love saying that shit. I think that's fucking hilarious. So I say that to like everybody. So if you're trying on jeans, just know that I'm going to say that to you. So you're welcome. Another thing you can always guarantee that I will say is I will be honest with you. If I don't like something on you, I'm not going to be like, wow, you look so fucking ugly. Like, I would never say that. I've never thought that about somebody. But I will be honest with you. I'll say, hey, why don't we go down a size? Or why don't we go up a size? Because I feel like it's a little tight in the chest area. Or I feel like it's a little loose in the crotch area. I will be honest with you. I will not let you buy something if you're not 100% confident in it. The other day, somebody came in. She wanted this sweater on the sale rack. It had like a seam down the middle, and she like absolutely hated the fucking seam down the middle. That's fine. No worries. She's trying on the sweater. She loves how it fits. She hates this fucking seam. And she's like, I really want to buy it. I don't like this seam, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, put the damn shirt back. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, put the shirt away. I'm not going to let you buy that. If you are not 100% confident about it in store, you're never going to reach for that in your closet. And she's like, you're so weird. Like, why are you trying to make me not buy something? And I was like, because I want you to leave the store and be like, wow, I found something really cute at Jolene's. Not, oh, I found something, but like, I don't know if I like that. Or I don't want you to waste your fucking money. How about that? I care more about you as a person than I do the money that you're going to spend in my store. I want you to be happy and confident in your clothing. That is why I will never lie to you. And I won't let you buy something if I don't think it looks 100% great on you. And if you're not 100% about it either. What was the scariest part about opening your boutique? Honestly, I feel like the scariest part was just failure. No, it wasn't even failure. I honestly wasn't afraid to fail because failure is just inevitable sometimes. Like, everything good comes to an end, and that's just how it is. But I think the scariest part is I am so self-conscious about if people like me, or if somebody's talking bad about me or anything like that. I am so self-conscious about that. And I think the scariest part was just like, are people gonna like think that I'm weird because I'm starting a boutique, or because I'm not skinny, or because I'm not the prettiest person in the world? Like, are people just gonna like think that they're not gonna buy clothes from me because I don't look like that? Are people gonna make fun of me because of the videos I post, or the pictures I take, or the outfits I put together? That is something like I think about constantly, dude. Just constantly, and it's so exhausting. But yeah, I mean, like, every single time I have an interaction with somebody, I'm like, oh God, like, what did they just think about me? Why the fuck did I say that? Whatever. So I think the scariest part about opening the boutique is just like, I think somebody is like constantly talking shit about me, honestly. I think that posting this fucking podcast, somebody's going to send this in their little group chat with their friends and be like, wow, she's so fucking stupid. So if you're doing that, then like, fuck you, I guess. I don't know. But just know that you're hurting my feelings. How to style clothes to look good on your body type. Listen, don't be offended when I say any of this stuff. Clothing and fashion is so up to the person that is wearing it. Like, if you feel comfortable in it, then that is what you should wear. If you feel confident in it, that is what looks good on you. Like, confidence is your best accessory. How I feel on myself, honestly, this is how I feel about myself. I like anything that doesn't accentuate my legs in particular, or like my stomach area right here. So I love wide leg jeans. I loved jeans that are like a crop kick. So basically they're like a straight leg, but they're a little bit cropped at the bottom, because then they're not like a skinny jean. When I feel like I wear skinny jeans, they just don't look good on me, because my legs, not that they're like fat, I mean, they're bigger. They're just not like super like chicken legs, you know what I mean? But I feel like when I accentuate, especially like my calves, I feel like it makes me look like bigger, you know what I mean? So if I'm wearing like I hate straight legs. I hate straight legs on everybody. I don't care what you say. I just think they're weird. But, well, I hate them on me. Maybe not everybody, but I hate them on myself. When I wear a wide leg or a flare jean or a crop kick jean or a barrel jean, I feel like it accentuates different parts of my legs and takes away from my upper half. Not my upper half, my stomach area is what I'm trying to say. So especially when I wear a wide leg jean, I will wear a tighter top, because I'm already wide at the bottom with my wide leg jean. So I wear a tighter top to like make sure I'm not like frumpy. You know what I mean? That is such a hard question, honestly, because I feel like it's so difficult to say what looks like good on your body type without seeing what you look like, honestly. What is your least favorite thing as a boutique owner? My least favorite thing is dealing with the general fucking public, because they all suck. No, not really. Honestly, I think my least favorite thing is just like customer service. And I think, I mean, I would have that in every job. So sucks to suck, I guess. Just customer service sucks in general. But people are just so nasty. Like, I think what's nice about it is when I used to work at Marshall's, I used to be a manager at Marshall's, if you didn't know. When I used to work at Marshall's, like, obviously I can't say how I'm truly feeling because I work for somebody else. But since I work for myself, I can say whatever the fuck I want. Obviously, to an extent. To an extent. I'm not going to just say big efferoo to everybody. But I can say what I want and how I feel. So I think that it is easier for me to stand up for myself. I am very nice with customers. I will put my foot down if they deserve it, but I've never been rude directly to a customer. I feel like I can really think through situations, especially through email. Nobody is ever ballsy enough to say anything about like anything in person, but especially through email, people are always super ballsy. They're super fucking rude sometimes, and I choose to be rude back, but in a professional way. Like, I just had this girl, she ordered a t-shirt and she meant to order a crew neck. It was her own fault. Like, on my website, it says t-shirt or crew neck. And she ordered a t-shirt. She wanted a crew neck. She received it in the mail. It was a t-shirt. I said, ship it back to me and I'll ship you a crew neck. I wouldn't have charged her for my shipping to her or the difference in the crew neck. But she decided to flip the fuck out on me. She left me a nasty review on Facebook. She's fighting with me, saying she's going to file a chargeback. Well, babe, you ordered a t-shirt. Like, I don't know what to do to help you. I tried to help you, and you weren't nice to me. If you were nice to me, I would have accommodated you, but because you were unkind to me, and you treated me like I was just a piece of shit, then I'm not going to help you. So, that is the pleasure of owning your own business. Do you suffer from imposter syndrome, and how do you work through that? Yes, of course I suffer through imposter syndrome. I think that everybody does. Whenever I deal with imposter syndrome, I feel like sometimes my biggest thing is it's just like comparing myself to others. Like, I feel like I'm not like a big dog. I don't know, that sounds so stupid. But I feel like me right now, I'm not like a big dog in the boutique industry. I'm not. I don't make $1 million a year. But I do very well. Like, Jolene's does very well. And I feel like that is what I struggle with right now. It's like, just because I make so much a month or like whatever, I do so many in sales, I feel like I'm just like, I don't know. I just like see all these other people who like are on the same level as me, I feel like. And I don't feel like I'm like them. I don't fucking know. How do I deal with that? Honestly, I don't know. I think I just like get over it. I don't really have like a good answer to that. I feel like I just either get over it or I just continue to compare myself. I feel like that's not a good answer. Advice for plus size women having confidence as a plus size woman. I feel like my best advice is to just wear what you want. Something that I see all the time, especially plus size women, but like women in general, like they will try on clothes and we are just so mean to ourselves. Like, oh my goodness, we are so mean to ourselves. The biggest thing I hear is people say that they hate their arms. And I always say, I have never looked at another woman and said, ew, her arms look so gross in that. And if you've said that, if you're thinking to yourself right now, oh, I've probably said that, then like you're the fucking problem and you need to figure out your own shit. But I just have never, as a woman, looked at somebody and been like, they look fucking awful in that. And maybe I did when I was in high school. Like, I was just a little brat, you know what I mean? But I feel like now as an adult, I've never just looked at somebody and been like, they look fucking awful, so they shouldn't have worn that. And I feel like the key to confidence is just being kind to yourself. It is so funny. My friend Kennedy and I think this started with Kennedy. Whenever we lived together, her and her boyfriend at the time, now her husband, her and her boyfriend at the time, they would like, not like ever get into it, but like if he said something mean to her or she said something mean to him, I'm trying to think of an example, like something like so stupid, not actually being mean to each other, but we would be like, that was mean, you need to give me a put up. So every single time somebody said something mean to themselves in the dressing room and I hear them or they come out and they're like, I hate my arms in this, I literally make them go in the dressing room and look themselves in the mirror and I say, give yourself a put up. Because seriously, like, we need to practice giving each other put-ups, okay? Give yourself some fucking put-ups. Like right now. I'm going to look at you while we give each other put-ups. Take some time. Think about 3 nice things about yourself. They don't have to be physical. They don't have to be, think about things that you do, okay? That are really good, that you're proud of. Okay. I have mine. I'm a good mother. I like how I can style outfits. And I think I have pretty blue eyes. How fucking hard was that? Be nice to yourself, damn it. Here's some embarrassing things that have happened to me as a business owner. So one time when I first started Jolene's, I had like a couple employees. This is when I first got my storefront. And one time I had an employee send out a pair of used jeans to a customer that had ordered some jeans. And I got the email and she was like, hey, I don't think I ordered these. I got the wrong jeans. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Can you send me a picture? Yeah, they were my other employee's jeans. So I had one employee send out another employee's used jeans to a customer. That was fucking embarrassing. Embarrassing thing that happened was one time at Dallas Market, I went up to this girl. I can't remember what her name is, but she was an influencer. I knew she was. And I went up to her and I said, who are you? Like, I know who you are, but I can't remember what your name is. And she introduced herself. She was really nice. I literally can't remember her name already. She introduced herself. She was really nice. And she was like, I'm so-and-so. Like, I'm a Western influencer. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, nice to meet you. Yeah, and then I went back and I looked at my phone. And she had like 150,000 followers. Idiot. Oh my God, that was embarrassing. Okay, another question I have is dealing with copycats. So this is actually something I'm experiencing right now. People have like come into Garrett Mercantile and like have like scoped it out and they're like kind of like copying Garrett Mercantile, which is totally fine. I think that what sucks with copycats is honestly with most copycats, if people are copying me, taking my pictures or doing like copying an idea that I have, I just block them. I don't say anything. It's fine. I just block them and I move on because it's not worth my time. If they stole my pictures, I do say something and then I block them, but that's only happened to me a couple times. But copycats in general, I just try to remind myself that, one, it's not worth my time to say anything to them because it's not going to change. Two, I will always be ahead. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I will always be ahead of what they're doing. So they're not going to run a successful business by copying somebody else. That's really all I have, guys. Thank you so much for listening to episode 3 of Talking with Timmerman. If there's anything else I can answer for you, please let me know. I need more questions to answer. Hopefully sometime soon one of my friends will be on here with me so it's not me just talking to a fucking camera by myself. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.